Hello everybody. Today we are going to start our class with a reading activity. In this activity you have to read this article about volunteer travel a vacation with a difference. In this first part you have to check the statement you think are true for you. Then scan the article to check your answer. You have two statements that you are going to check if you think they are true or for you. Volunteer travelers don't receive money for their work. If you think that these kind of people, volunteer travelers, don't receive any kind of money for their work, check in this part. But if you think that volunteer travels are only for young people, not for your old or adults people, you check this part. After that, you read all the article to check if your answer are true or not. Okay. Um, After reading all the text, you are going to do the following activities. The first activity said, read the article, then write these questions in the appropriate place. These are some questions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions, and you have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraph. You are going to establish what questions responds the paragraph. If you think that question is that the response is this paragraph, you put this question here. For example, what kind of work can volunteers do? What article answer that question? ¿Qué párrafo responde esa pregunta? And you are going to write in this part. In this part, you are going to write. You can do it with a text box, using a text box here. Look at this. Yes, a text box. You write the answer. I think that you can write the answer here. You can here put it in front of the text. Look at this. Put the box in front of the text, and you can write here what kinds of work can volunteers do. If this is the answer, if you think that this is the answer, you put the question here. Or if you think that this is the answer, put the question here. If you think that this text is the answer, put the question here. Okay. The other activity is complete the summary with information from the article. This is a summary. A summary is a resume o resumen en español. It's a resume. You are going to complete these blanks, these spaces, with the information about the article. Because after you can to read you have to read all the article first in order to complete the summary. Okay. After that, you are going to do this activity. In this part, we are going to start a new topic with complaints. Complaints son como quejas. It says common complaints of family with teenagers. In this part, we have some complaints for parents, some complaints for kids. The parents said, my kids don't help around the house. My kids are always texting their friends. My kids never listen to us. My kids eat too much junk food, and my kids leave everything until the last minute. These are some complaints about our parents, and now someone complains about our kids. They say, my parents embarrass me in front of my friends. My parents don't respect my privacy. My parents criticize my taste of music. My parents nag me to clean up my room. My parents don't let me make my own decisions. Those are some complaints from parents and some complaints for kids. In this part, you have to answer those questions. Those questions are actually about you. Which complaint seems reasonable? Which one seems irrational for you? And you have to tell me why. ¿Cuál de estos quejas parecen razonables o no para ti? You have to tell me, for example, knock me to clean up my room is a very unreasonable complaint because parents have the right to ask their kids to do that. I don't know. You have to write what you think about. The second part says a complaint. Check a complaint you have about a family member. Check a complaint you have about a family member. Check the complaints that you have in your family member. For example, I complain my parents in this part. For example, I complains my parents in criticize my taste of music. This is one complaint that I have about my family, but they criticize my taste of music. Okay, and the other says, what other complaints do people sometimes have about family members? ¿Qué otros quejas las personas tienen acerca de sus familias, de sus miembros de la familia? You have to write, for example, my father and my mother. You have to express the family member. If you are talking about your father, your mother, your aunt, your grandfather, for example, you can say, my grandfather won't let me make my own decision, for example. And the last activity here, you have to listen to a conversation about a family. In this part, we have a mother and father, son and daughter. They are complaining about their kids, and in the conversation they are complaining about their kids. And the second part, you have to listen to the rest of the conversation and answer that question. What complaints do Jason and Lisa have about their parents? Now it's the opposites. What complaints the kids have about their parents? Okay, you are going to tell that the father do something, the mother do something. What they say. It's easy because just listen to the conversation and you write what they said, what the kids said about their parents. That's all, boys and girls. That's all. That's activity you have to do it for next Friday. That we have classes on next Friday, but the the date out it's for Thursday until 12 at night. Sorry, okay, 12 at 24 hours. Okay, boys and girls, that's all. If you need more information, please write to me or listen and watch the the class recording again. Okay, bye bye.